Hey YouTube, Fireflash here, coming at you with a Transformers haul video. Now this is a bit of a catch-up video for Transformers, haven't made one for a while. So in this video we're going to show what I've been purchasing in October and November, and I think maybe even September. So first up we've got LG15, this is Nightbird Shadow. And what Takara have done is taken Legends or Generations RC and turned it into the Shadow or Nightbird Shadow from the G1 cartoon. Pretty sure this figure was in the G1 cartoon as a robot. So they've taken the RC base mold and made it into a pretty good representation of the character. My G1 memory is a little bit fuzzy, but you know, looks alright. Obviously didn't transform in the cartoon, didn't have the giant backpack, but otherwise, you know, looks pretty nice, and always good to have another Decepticon in the team. So that was the first Legends figure. Next up we have LG16 Slipstream. This is a repaint of Wingblade, and again another Decepticon, and actually I think based off the animated series. So they've taken a female jet, turned it into Slipstream, another Decepticon, and again good to have another Decepticon on the team. So there's the robot and vehicle mode. Pretty nice, and of course you get this nice artwork on the packaging, pretty nice packaging all around. And then finally we have LG17 Black Arachnia. Now this is probably about as close as we're going to get to having a Generations Black Arachnia figure. It is a repaint, remold of the animated version, but does have new parts in it. Apparently misassembled though, so you do have to be careful when actually transforming it. You know, it turns from the Spider into the Fembot. Again, another Decepticon, or Predacon in this case. Very nice to have this. The bits that make up her chest plate look a wee bit weird in Spider mode, but you know, got to have the chest plate somehow. So that's it for Legends. We had another Masterpiece figure, originally delayed from September. So this is our MP25 Trax. Transforms from the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C3 into the robot, and you know, does this, that, and the next thing. Comes with a stand, so you can do the flying car mode, which is pretty awesome. So there's everything that comes in the box. You've got your car, your gun, a little accessory, even more little accessories, a little blaster, a little roll, and the general paperwork. And from what I understand, this is pretty good. I do have two of these, I just haven't had time to actually open it yet. So always good. And the next Masterpiece is a repaint of this MP26 Road Rage, a red female version of Trax. I think generally an e-hobby exclusive from G1. So when they were reissuing figures back in the early 2000s, e-hobby did a Road Rage figure. So Masterpiece going to come along and give us one of those. You know, easy repaint, bit more money. And then the first half of 2016, we've got actually five brand new MPs. So it's going to be a little bit of a busy period. Next up, we have in the TAV line, we have what should have been released first of all. We've got a Voyager sized Grimlock. This is TAV 30 Battle Grimlock, and this is a very, very heavy remold of the Generations or Legends Grimlock, Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. Very, very nice remold, and you know, you really couldn't tell that it's actually come from that mold. There's a little bit of a look at it. So really good to have at least one Voyager in the lineup. You know, everything else is going to be just deluxe or smaller, which is a bit of a shame. Then we have sort of, you know, out from you know, left field, we've got TAV-31 Black Shadow. Now this is a repaint of, I think he was called Thunderwing, from the 2008 Generations line or universe back in those days. Hasbro released him back 2008, 2009, and here we are 2015, and Takara has finally got around to releasing this character. If I just open up my display case next to me, this is the character he's come from. So now we've got his, you know, black repaint cousin with a new head. So very nice to have another Decepticon. Love having more Decepticons, because the Decepticons do not get represented enough. And then finally we've got some more of these cute little Transformers. So first up, the, for some reason, very oddly delayed QT17 Trax Corvette C7. There's just something about these little super deformed cars that I find very, very cute and irresistible, and they're so cheap, so I just sort of chuck them in with another order, and I don't really pay much for them at all. And then we have QT29 Starscream, you know, little super deformed fighter jet. Back of these are all the same, you know, not really much on them. And of course you get Starscream, you have to get Thundercracker, and if you have Thundercracker, you of course have to round out the trio with Skywarp. So I'm glad that they released all three at the same time. Hugely frustrating when they go months or years with only two out of the three. And now they really need to release Thrust, Ramjet and Dirge. You know, Thrust being my favourite G1 character because of the VTOL things on his wings. And I honestly have got no idea if I've shown these before, but QT27 Soundwave as a Nissan GTR R35. I may have shown these before, not entirely sure. QT11 Jazz as a Toyota AE86. And finally we have Shockwave as an S21 something. I have no idea what the S21 is, and as I say that, I'm thinking I have showed these before. Actually, they've just been sitting in my cupboard for a while. So that's it. Catch up on my Transformer purchases for the last few months. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you like any of these. I will be opening all of these, but I do that, you know, in my own time when I've got lots of time. Plenty of other reviewers on YouTube actually, you know, open them on camera and show all the features. I'm not going to bother doing that. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.